The Matrix Unveiled, A Journey Through Forbidden Knowledge, Part 9. Satanic Rites and Witchcraft Rituals. What if the stories of secret rituals and dark ceremonies weren't just myths, but echoes of a hidden reality? Could elite groups and secret societies be preserving ancient occult practices that manipulate power, control, and even the fabric of reality itself? And why have rituals involving sacrifice, forbidden symbols, and sexual magic persisted across cultures and centuries? Welcome to the Positive Vortex, where we uncover forbidden knowledge and explore the hidden forces shaping our world. In this episode, we dive into the shadowy world of satanic rites and witchcraft rituals, tracing their roots in ancient civilizations, their evolution into secretive ceremonies, and their modern-day implications in elite circles. Prepare to confront unsettling truths as we explore questions like, what lies at the heart of these rituals, mere superstition, or a deeper connection to cosmic energy? Are secret societies guarding ancient wisdom, or are they perpetuating a system of control and exploitation? Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to Positive Vortex and join our journey into the unknown. Together, we'll challenge the boundaries of perception and uncover the truths hidden beneath the surface. Satanic Rites and Witchcraft Rituals, an in-depth examination of dark practices and forbidden knowledge. Across centuries, whispers of witchcraft, satanic rites, and occult rituals have captured humanity's imagination, embodying both fascination and fear. Once buried beneath the surface of public consciousness, these rituals have evolved into structured ceremonies practiced by secret societies, elite groups, and modern occultists. Drawing upon ancient mystical systems, including Babylonian paganism, Kabbalistic teachings, and the ritual magic of medieval Europe, these rites reveal a hidden world where power, control, and mysticism converge. In this video, we explore the origins, practices, and modern manifestations of these occult traditions, uncovering the ways they have permeated elite circles and influenced society, culture, and even politics. The historical roots of witchcraft and satanic rites. Witchcraft through history. Witchcraft predates recorded history and has taken various forms across cultures. Ancient civilizations such as Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Greece regarded magical practices as tools to manipulate natural and supernatural forces. However, as monotheistic religions like Christianity and Islam rose to dominance, witchcraft became stigmatized, associated with demonic forces, and punished severely. Medieval witch hunts. During the Middle Ages, accusations of witchcraft led to widespread persecution. In Europe, between the 15th and 18th centuries, an estimated 40,000 to 60,000 people were executed during the witch trials, often on flimsy evidence like owning a black cat or suffering from epilepsy. Key legislation. The Witchcraft Act of 1542 in England was among the first legal frameworks targeting witches, setting a precedent for similar laws in Scotland, Germany, and Spain. Cultural impact. The fear of witchcraft reshaped societies, driving people toward organized religion and away from indigenous practices of healing, divination, and herbalism. Witchcraft survival underground. Despite the persecution, witchcraft never disappeared. It adapted and went underground, evolving into secretive practices preserved by cults, occult orders, and secret societies. The symbolism and power of abracadabra. Etymology and origins. The term abracadabra originates from Aramaic, with its meaning often interpreted as "I create as I speak." This powerful phrase has been central to ritual magic and occult practices for millennia. Symbolism. In witchcraft, abracadabra is inscribed in a triangular pattern, symbolizing a sacred geometry that channels and contains energy within a magic circle. This triangle represents the trinity of creation, destruction, and transformation, aligning with ancient mystical principles. Amulets and talismans. In ancient cultures, people wore abracadabra amulets to ward off illness, misfortune, or malevolent spirits. These amulets were particularly popular in Babylon and Egypt, where they were thought to offer divine protection. Connection to modern pop culture. While the term has been trivialized in children's magic tricks, its roots lie in serious occult traditions. For instance, the Harry Potter spell Avada Kedavra, a killing curse, derives from the same linguistic origins, linking the phrase to destruction rather than creation. Dark rituals, drinking from human skulls and sacrificial rites. Human skulls in rituals. The human skull is one of the most potent symbols in occult practices. In ritual witchcraft, it serves as a vessel for summoning spirits, channeling energy, or connecting with the deceased. Ritual preparation. According to texts like the Complete Book of Magic and Witchcraft, practitioners prepare a ritual drink by boiling the brains and heart of an animal in wine. This concoction is consumed from a human skull, believed to imbue the practitioner with supernatural power. The skull often belongs to a person who was sacrificed, enhancing its mystical potency. Cultural parallels. This practice mirrors traditions in Tibetan Buddhism, where the skull cups, or kapalas, are used in ceremonies to honor deities. The difference lies in intent. While Buddhist rituals aim for enlightenment, witchcraft often seeks power or control. Animal sacrifice and black magic potions. Burning animals alive. One of the most controversial aspects of ancient and modern witchcraft involves animal sacrifice, believed to appease deities or enhance spells. Ritual example: practitioners are instructed to burn a rooster alive, an act meant to channel the bird's life force into the ritual. Energy dynamics. In occult theory, the suffering and death of the animal release energy that can be harnessed for magical purposes. The role of potions. Witchcraft employs a wide range of poisonous plants, each chosen for its astrological significance and magical properties. Euphorbia, a plant ruled by Mars, associated with aggression and destruction, is commonly used in potions meant to cause harm or death. Astrological timing. Potions are crafted under specific planetary alignments to enhance their potency, a practice rooted in Renaissance alchemy. Spells of harm, sterility, impotence, and death. Cursing fertility. Witchcraft rituals often target human reproduction. Spells to cause sterility or impotence are common in texts like the Complete Book of Magic and Witchcraft. Sterility spells, ingredients such as urine from a female mule are added to food or drink, cursing a woman's womb. Impotence rituals, binding rituals involving leather strips and incantations prevent a man from achieving sexual function, symbolizing control over his vitality. Killing through magic. The most extreme rituals involve killing enemies through curses or energy manipulation. Practitioners bury cursed objects along a victim's path, ensuring they become diseased or die upon contact. These spells often involve necromancy, summoning spirits to enact the curse. The Hand of Glory, a tool of black magic. Crafting the Hand of Glory. The Hand of Glory is made from the severed hand of a murderer, prepared during specific astrological conditions. Preserved through drying and magical oils, it becomes a potent talisman. Candle of Power, a candle placed in the hand's grasp is said to paralyze those in its presence. Thievery and espionage. In folklore, thieves used the Hand of Glory to immobilize occupants of a house they intended to rob. Sex magic and the manipulation of energy. The central role of sex magic. Sexual energy is considered the most powerful force in occult practices. In sex magic, practitioners use orgasms to raise energy, achieve altered states, or open portals to other dimensions. Crowley's OTO teachings. Under Aleister Crowley, the Ordo Templi Orientis, OTO, codified sex magic into its degrees. 8-degree, masturbation as a magical tool. 9-degree, ritualized heterosexual intercourse. 11-degree, ritualized anal intercourse, seen as a method of accessing spiritual enlightenment. philosophical justification, Crowley argued that sexual repression led to societal evils. He encouraged the open practice of sex as a sacrament, treating it as a divine act with transformative potential. The Black Circle, the portal to other dimensions. Purpose and power. The Black Circle is a recurring motif in occult rituals, acting as both a protective barrier and a spiritual gateway. Construction: the circle is inscribed with symbols, sigils, and divine names to fortify it against malevolent forces. Invocation: spirits or demons are summoned within the circle's boundary, ensuring they cannot harm the practitioner. Historical use. The Heptameron, an influential grimoire, describes the circle as essential for safe summoning. The circle is a fortress, protecting the operator from the spirits they summon. The hidden influence of witchcraft and satanic rites. Despite being dismissed as superstition by some, the rituals of witchcraft, black magic, and satanic rites remain influential in secret societies and elite circles. These practices, steeped in symbolism and secrecy, continue to shape cultural, political, and spiritual landscapes. From abracadabra's mystical geometry to the Hand of Glory's chilling power, these rites reveal a world where mysticism and manipulation intersect. As society delves deeper into the mysteries of the occult, the lines between ancient wisdom and modern exploitation grow ever blurrier, challenging us to confront the true nature of power and secrecy. Human and animal sacrifice rituals, a journey into ritual darkness. Ritual sacrifice, whether of humans or animals, has been a persistent feature of human culture for millennia. From ancient civilizations to modern clandestine occult practices, the act of offering life as a means to appease higher powers, acquire spiritual favor, or gain material wealth represents a convergence of mysticism, belief, and power. Now, we will examine how these rituals originated, how they were justified, their prevalence across cultures, and their purported continuation in modern times. Beyond the grim horror of such acts, understanding these practices reveals the profound role of ritual in humanity's pursuit of meaning, power, and control. Today, whispers of secretive rituals involving blood sacrifice persist, tied to the world's most powerful institutions and individuals. The ancient roots of sacrifice. Blood as a sacred medium. The belief in blood as a powerful conduit to the divine dates back to the earliest records of human history. Ancient societies viewed blood as the essence of life itself, spilling it was a profound act capable of bridging the mortal and spiritual realms. Mesopotamia. The earliest known civilizations in Mesopotamia practiced ritual sacrifices to please their gods. These sacrifices ranged from offerings of livestock to the sacrificial killing of slaves or prisoners. Texts from this era, such as the Code of Hammurabi, allude to sacrificial rituals aimed at ensuring the favor of deities like Anu and Enlil. Ancient Egypt. The Egyptians believed that the gods required nourishment through rituals that often involved blood sacrifices. Archaeological evidence suggests that human sacrifices were conducted during the earliest dynasties, particularly during royal funerals. Servants and slaves were sometimes buried alive or killed to accompany their pharaoh into the afterlife. Mesoamerican civilizations. The Aztecs, Maya, and other Mesoamerican cultures institutionalized human sacrifice to an extraordinary degree. Victims, often prisoners of war, were killed atop temples like the Tenochtitlan Pyramid, their hearts offered to gods such as Huitzilopochtli, the god of war. Blood was believed to sustain the sun and ensure the survival of the cosmos. Celtic and Germanic tribes. In Europe, the Druids of Celtic tradition performed sacrifices in sacred groves. Victims were burned in wicker men, large effigies filled with living people, as offerings to gods for prosperity and protection. Similarly, Norse sacrifices to Odin included hangings and stabbings to emulate Odin's self-sacrifice for wisdom. Ritual sacrifice in religious contexts. The Bible and sacrificial practices. Ritual sacrifice is extensively documented in religious texts, particularly in the Old Testament. Sacrifices were considered a form of devotion to God, often involving animals, but occasionally human beings. Abraham and Isaac. In one of the most famous stories, Abraham is commanded by God to sacrifice his son, Isaac, as a test of faith. While the sacrifice was ultimately halted, the story illustrates the deep connection between sacrifice and devotion in biblical traditions. Molech worship. The Bible condemns the worship of Molech, a Canaanite deity associated with child sacrifice. Worshippers of Molech were said to pass their children through the fire as offerings, a practice that was abhorrent to the Israelites. The transition to occult rituals. As societies became more structured and institutionalized, religions gained prominence, public rituals of sacrifice began to wane. However, in the shadows, secret societies and occult orders preserved many of these practices, imbuing them with esoteric significance. Medieval witchcraft and Satanism. The European witch trials of the 15th to 18th centuries highlighted the widespread fear of ritual sacrifice. Accused witches were often said to have participated in black masses, where they offered sacrifices to the devil. The Witches' Sabbath. The Sabbath was described as a gathering where witches performed unspeakable acts, including the sacrifice of infants. The infamous osculum infame, or kiss of shame, involved kissing the devil's hindquarters as a sign of loyalty. The fat of infants. Grim accounts, such as those in Reginald Scott's The Discovery of Witchcraft, describe how witches used the fat of infants in their potions. This practice was believed to enhance the potency of spells and potions. Modern allegations of sacrifice. Despite the decline of public sacrificial rituals, reports persist of secretive practices involving human and animal sacrifices conducted by shadowy organizations and elite individuals. Child trafficking and ritual abuse. The modern resurgence of investigations into ritual sacrifice has unveiled horrifying connections to global child trafficking networks. African rituals in Western nations. As documented by the BBC and CNN, trafficked children are smuggled into countries like the UK and the US to be used in occult ceremonies. Witch doctors who conduct these rituals claim that the blood of a child can bring wealth, health, or power. Haiti and organ harvesting. In Haiti, reports suggest that some orphan children are targeted by traffickers for ritual sacrifices or the harvesting of organs, particularly during times of social chaos like the 2010 earthquake. The elite connection. Conspiracy theories, some of which are supported by whistleblower accounts, allege that powerful individuals in politics, business, and entertainment participate in rituals involving sacrifice. Adrenochrome harvesting. This controversial theory posits that elites harvest adrenochrome from victims, believing it provides rejuvenating or hallucinogenic effects. The substance is said to be extracted during moments of extreme fear or pain, adding a sinister layer to these allegations. The psychological and sociological implications. Power and submission. Sacrificial rituals often serve to reinforce power dynamics, whether between humans and gods, or between leaders and their followers. By participating in or witnessing such rituals, individuals are bound by fear, loyalty, or shared guilt. Rituals as control mechanisms. Secret societies often use ritual sacrifice or symbolic equivalents to enforce loyalty and silence among members. The initiation ceremonies of groups like Skull and Bones, or the Ordo Templi Orientis, OTO, often involve deeply personal or humiliating acts designed to ensure complicity. Baphomet, Freemasonry, and the continuation of rituals. The alleged connection between Freemasonry, the Knights Templar, and sacrificial ritual centers on the worship of Baphomet, a goat-headed deity associated with occultism. The Templars' downfall. Accused of heresy and sacrilege, the Knights Templar were said to venerate Baphomet through rituals involving human remains. Many scholars believe that elements of Templar rites were absorbed into Freemasonry. Freemasonry and the Pyramid of Power. Some believe that high-ranking Masons, particularly in the Scottish Rite, continue to practice symbolic or literal sacrifices to achieve enlightenment or power. The Masonic pyramid structure, depicted in their imagery, is often interpreted as a representation of hierarchical control. The dark reality of sacrifice today. In it, a complete book of magic and witchcraft, descriptions of sacrifices, both human and animal, highlight their continued role in occult practices. The Black Mass. Animals, such as black cats, or even children, are sacrificed during Black Masses, a perversion of Christian liturgy. The participants often drink the blood of the victim and engage in orgiastic rituals afterward. The blood economy. Some modern theorists suggest that the trafficking and ritual abuse of children are tied to a blood economy, where the energy or life force extracted during these rituals is believed to empower participants. A call to awareness. The persistence of human and animal sacrifice rituals is a sobering reminder of humanity's dark underbelly. From ancient temples to modern-day secret societies, these acts reveal a chilling pursuit of power through the ultimate offering, life itself. To confront this reality, it is essential to bring these practices out of the shadows, demand accountability from those in power, and offer protection to the vulnerable. Only through vigilance, awareness, and collective action can the cycle of sacrifice and abuse be broken. The question remains, how many of these allegations are true, and how deeply rooted is this darkness in the systems we trust? Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the shadowy realm of satanic rites and witchcraft rituals. From the ancient mysteries of Babylon to the alleged practices of modern secret societies, we've uncovered the unsettling persistence of these dark traditions. But what does it all mean? Are these rituals channels for forbidden power, or are they warnings from history about the dangers of unchecked mysticism and control? If this exploration resonated with you, please consider showing your support. Click the thanks button below, or buy me a coffee to help keep Positive Vortex thriving as we continue to shine light on hidden truths. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Positive Vortex for more episodes of the Matrix Unveiled. Let's keep questioning, keep seeking, and keep uncovering the knowledge they don't want us to see. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and remember, the truth is out there, waiting to be unveiled.